good? Okay, let's do this. Hi everyone. Hello everyone. And you sorry. Hello everyone on YouTube. My name is Shane Duncan and this is my channel. Welcome to the Duncan Space. I created this channel to be more of a learning channel to share my experiences in life, um, you know, to give advice to people who need advice, more so financially, but also, just general life experience and what I have experienced so far. Um, so a couple of things. I intend to focus on um well, it's kind of funny because I don't even know how to navigate the niche that I want to accomplish yet, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. I feel like, being able to document and record each life experience to be important. So we'll see where it goes. I don't even know, to be honest, because I just feel like, why not? Why not just come on camera and, just give advice, talk about your experience, and see where that goes. I've been wanting to do like a YouTube thing for a while now, but I was like, is it really for me? Is it more so my niche, my type of style? But we'll see. We'll see, because I usually don't post a lot of stuff. So, we'll see how it goes. But if you want to know a bit about myself, so I'm currently in the professional space. I am, I'd say, a realtor, a realtor right now. Currently inactive, looking for to be at a new brokerage, but I'm currently inactive. That's why I say realtor right now, realtor. But I do intend of on being reactivated soon. In addition to that, I am also a notary public. So if you're not sure what that is essentially a neutral third party that witnesses the signing of documents, and then we have to notarize those documents. So I have a business, a notary business for myself, and I'm also a realtor. Um, and I have to say, being a business owner is really hard in itself. Uh, you know, I became a realtor in June of 2022, and ever since, it's been really hard for me to even crack a sale, to be honest. Really hard. I haven't sold anything or had any clients ever. And it's kind of crazy that I'm saying this, but it really is hard. At the time, I was doing it part time, like doing the business part time. And then, you know, because in 2022, I was also working as a sales associate for Home Depot. And then I got my license while I was an associate, and then I decided to join up with my local boards to do, well, a lot of networking and see where that went. It's a lot of learning experience. Like, you meet a lot of people in the field, and I actually like that. But, you know, and the important thing now that I'm realizing, as a realtor, is that we have to focus on how to generate business as a realtor, because you networking alone is not going to do anything, in my opinion, unless it's like a value. You meet someone that is, you guys can click, and you guys can really work off each other and give each other advice in a sense. But I don't really see that, networking, if I'm being honest. Yes, you meet a lot of people. I like meeting new people in the industry, actually. So it's not like I don't like networking, but it's just getting to the point where, is it worth my time networking as a realtor, or is it more valuable, you know, generating, well, using my time to generate clients? That is what's I'm starting to find is extremely important. So if you yourself um, are interested in becoming licensed as a realtor, just know it's hard. It's not easy. Um, so yes, I got my license in 2022. Ever since, I have been networking, and I've also been, reaching out to my sphere of influence to see if they are interested in either purchasing or selling a home. And, you know, those conversations I had didn't go anywhere. I've had conversations with some people I know, and they weren't interested. Well, first they were interested, now they're not interested. Other people, you reach out to them, they ghost you for some reason. I don't know. I don't even think I'm like that realtor that's like always constantly contacting you to see what you're interested in. But it's been about, I'd say, about roughly coming on 3 years for me in the industry, and yes, I haven't made a sale. I haven't closed a deal. I've worked with clients, but I haven't closed any transaction since. I come to find that, on top of searching for leads, right, to generate your own leads, you have to really qualify the customer. So I went into this thinking, oh, any customer can buy a house. There's a lot of resources out there, yes, and there are, but it's not. So in my way of thinking, I'm like, anybody could buy a house. You just gotta take advantage of the many resources that are out there that are able to help. And it's like, that is somewhat true, but not. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's somewhat true, but not in the sense that, you know, anybody can buy a house, because that's not necessarily the case. Yes, there are resources out there that a lot of people can take advantage of, uh, and then maybe stack those advantages with other programs that are out there. But at the end of the day, it really is a huge commitment for anyone, really, to either buy a house or sell their home. Like, that's a huge commitment. And it's a very stressful process. It's not easy. You need funds, whichever way you go, whether you're gonna buy to invest or buy to live in the property, you need money to for the upkeep of the property. Um, so yes. So for me personally, I have been prospecting, cold calling, not as frequently because even now I don't even do real estate that on a full-time level, to be honest. um Even though at one point I did leave my job at Home Depot to do real estate full-time, either way I didn't really see. I feel like I was putting in more into the business than what I was getting out. And so I kind of took, well, in this current moment, I've taken a step back to really assess, reassess what I need to do and what I need to get done. Part of it is, I'd say mentorship is absolutely needed. Um, so, and there's a lot more. Like, I need to increase my skills and, on the phone. Um, I do feel like, even though I feel like I need more exposure to like the real estate side of the business because I've had experiences with um, prospects, but I just need that experience. And it's like the way the industry is set up, because I'm the type of person I like to be trained, properly trained in what I have to do before I even do anything. And in a lot of cases, if let's say if you're someone that's looking to be in this industry, it's not the case where you're gonna find someone to train you, you know. And I'm not opposed to like, going out on my own and, searching, researching for myself. Like, I'm not opposed to that. But at the end of the day, I do feel like training is needed. I don't care whatever mindset you may have, you have to be trained in what you have to do, especially in an industry as real estate. It is very stressful to do the job of a real estate agent. It is very stressful for the all the persons, all the parties involved, the buyer, seller, whether that's a landlord or, well, that's easier. Like the landlord and tenant transactions are easier, of course. But if you're even the mortgage side, or if you're like title, like the whole thing is stressful. So I feel like, and that's the thing I kind of don't like about it, the industry that much, is because the brokers in real estate offices, they don't really do a lot. Well, I don't want to say they don't do a lot. Like, they do a lot of the admin stuff and all of that stuff, but I feel like when it comes to properly learning how to do the job, the brokers don't really focus on that. It's like, okay, well, you're here now, pay the office fees, and it's up to you. I just want the reassurance that there's someone guiding me throughout the process, and I feel like I've been to like how many, well, really, realistically, two brokerages now. And there are resources there, but I just feel like there has to be someone to guide you through the process. Yes, you can go online and do a lot of research. At the end of the day, you're gonna ask questions, and you want to be in the moment while you ask those questions, and you want to know that there's someone there who you can ask questions and get advice from, and in which direction to navigate those um, inquiries you have. So yes, that's definitely one of the major things, that if you're someone that's interested in becoming a realtor, you want to be trained. um so I am at this current moment looking to increase my prospecting skills, and then looking for like a mentor who can help me do the job properly. um in addition to that, I'm looking to gain more experience with real estate clients, because I feel like I need that experience. um and there's nothing wrong with that. You know Even if it that experience is like showing properties, really, you know it, it is what it is. You're getting experience. So every little thing is like adds up. And that's not to say that I don't have like experience before. I have shown properties even when I was at my previous firms, but the transaction didn't really go anywhere, um, because again, the prospects weren't really qualified for what they were seeing, and I was upfront about that to my prospects, and I just eventually walked away on professional terms. Like, neither side was hostile; they understood as well. So it's all about qualifying. You want people, well, you want prospects who are really ready, willing, and able to go through the process. They have to be ready, whether they want to look for a house or they want to sell their property. They have to be ready. They have to be willing to do that, meaning they have to do the work in actually working with a realtor to get their home sold, or working, coming on the showing, like you're submitting your materials that you need to submit, willing, and you have to be able. You have to have the funds. You have to have good credit, for the most part, yes. And you have to submit certain documents to show that you're not committing fraud. You have to be able to purchase what you're purchasing, or to sell what you're selling, right? So yes, you have to qualify the prospects, and that's what I'm starting. Well, not starting, but I knew this, but it's like when I get my license, but it really has to be emphasized that that's what is important, because I know, like, when you're new, you're willing to get like anybody, and that's not the case. You don't want to just get anybody. You have to get the right client that meets what you're looking for. You guys have to be on the same terms, essentially. So why am I saying all this? Well, I guess this is where the video is going. um, I do want the channel to focus on real estate, because I want it to be like a journey, and I want to see the growth that happens. I'm willing to see that. But I really want to, see for myself as well, putting myself out there more, and being able to even get, let's say, make other people out there more inspired, to get a sense of what they need to do moving forward if they're in the same industry. Because look, there's like a lot of realtors out there who just have their license and they're not doing anything. you know, they don't even try to, not even network, you know. They just have their license and they're just waiting for a sale. At me, at least, you know, well, the thing is, you can't really do this job part time, but I am currently doing that part time. And that's another thing I'm seeing, like you can't do it part time. You have to be full time, you have to be ready to show, well, go, generate leads, is what I'm trying to say. So you have to be able to do the cold calling, prospecting, or whether, if that's door knocking, that's door knocking. If that's through some other medium, that's through some other medium. Um, so yeah. And what else? Yes. So currently I'm also doing notary assignments because I'm, you know, a notary public in the state of New Jersey and in New York. And I do notary assignments to essentially pay the bills right now because I am not getting paid anywhere else at the moment. Um, and yeah, uh, and the reason I became a notary, is because I feel like it really ties into the real estate industry. There's a lot of documents in real estate that need to be notarized. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get my notary commission, and do that there. Yeah, and get paid. I start an LLC from that business, and yeah, so we're just here, and I said, I'm willing to see how me in real estate, um, in the real estate industry goes, really, because I think it's really funny on my part that I haven't made one sale ever since I got licensed. I remember I was at a networking event and I was so embarrassed because this guy asked me, oh, how much did you make on your first sale? And I was like, oh, about 500K. Like for some reason I was so embarrassed. I was like, yeah, let me just say some number. No, actually I told him, I made some money from like selling a house for like 500K. I'm like, what the hell? Why did I say that? I could have just been, open and honest about it, but it's like I was so embarrassed because it's like you if you think about it, like if you're in the real estate industry up till now, a lot of people would just leave. But if you're still here, you would have made a sale. You know what I mean? Up until now, right? But I've been, yes, you could say that I've been slacking off a little bit, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like part of the reason why is because I haven't, well, I have, but I moved away from it. Being the sense of direction. There's an idea of a sense of direction, but there really isn't a sense of direction there, if that makes sense. And I know this video is going all over the place. Like, I'm not used to this at all. Like, for real. But, I'm gonna see how it goes and whatever. Like, I don't know. I know I'm all over the place, but, you know, it is what it is. This is how I talk. This is how I am, right? So, yeah, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm interested. If you are also a realtor, or if you do notarizations like myself, or if you do some other business on the side, I want to grow this channel to be like, you know, a community of similar interest. Or if you just find, the video interesting, honestly, you could just stick around. But, you know, I'm interested to see where this goes. I just feel like, you know, this video is just an introduction to put myself out there. Just put myself out there and see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, just to see what happens. So I'm interested to see what you guys think. How is it go? How, if you are a realtor, how is being a realtor going for you currently? Um, if you are excelling in some other business, you feel free to share in the comments section. I don't really expect to be there a lot of comments in the comment section anyway. So, if you just want to say hi, just say hi. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's me in a nutshell. So the goal for going forward is to really see where I end up in the real estate industry. For me, if there's any value that comes out of it, I still have my license. It's currently in an inactive state at the moment. Um, Really, it started being inactive in February because I had to leave my brokerage. Essentially, not by not because of any drama or anything. Like, I like the brokerage that I was in, but it just came to a point where I was paying a lot of office dues, and they were due, you know, and you know, it's just, what is this for? I Is essentially what I'm looking at, right? Um, like, what I'm spending all of this time, I'm putting so much into it, and so many funds, and I need to. That goes to show, I need to change my mindset when it comes to actually engaging with the real estate work and what requires to be a real estate agent. Um, you know, yeah, and then eventually license end up inactive and all that stuff. So I really like my firm that I am at, because they do hold a lot of seminars and you can learn a lot of stuff. But I just feel like you just need that one-on-one connection, like to feel confident enough to know what you're doing, to see what you're doing, to see how to go throughout the process, because I haven't really even experienced the whole real estate transaction process, really. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. You know that's pretty much it that I have to say. So I don't want this video to be too long. This is more like an introduction video. I really don't know where this channel is gonna go. We'll see where it leads. If you're interested in leaving a comment, you can leave a comment. And if you're interested in liking the video, subscribing, you can subscribe. And by the way, if you're interested in networking, you can also, reach out to my socials. I'll be sure to put everything in the description so you can get an idea of who I am, and if you want to reach out and network. By the way, I am a realtor in New Jersey. Um, if you are in another state like Pennsylvania or New York, you can still network. I know, other states are a bit far off, but you could still network, and I'm open to that. So, thank you guys if you stayed this long. I know I've been rambling on for a while now, but if you like what you see, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. And thank you for taking the time to hear me out today, and have a good one. I don't know when I'm gonna post again, but we'll see. Thank you for listening, and take care. Bye.